Good morning. Sorry, I'm still having some downtime with some breathing issues. I was contacted by someone to show me a photo yesterday. You know, whatever. Anyhow, I don't give a shit about that. But I am going to weigh in on this very well-trained German Shepherd that's being crucified by someone who doesn't know shit about dog body language or really about dog training, that says she's a trainer and calls herself a service dog trainer. She says the dog's being aggressive in this short clip I saw on TikTok. She's been targeting this person, again, another German Shepherd handler. Again, always after somebody who's physically disabled with a German Shepherd. She always goes after people like us. Thank you to Mandy in Ohio for sending me that photo and letting me know about this. Sorry. There's a lot of heavy mist in the air this morning. Anyhow. The dog in the video is doing a bark and hold, which is the very first thing they learn in sports. That dog has not been taught any aggression. I caught the tail end of some conversation where they're saying, oh, the dog is growling. The dog, they're not showing anything the dog is doing sound-wise. There is music over top the video. So how can this other person tell that this dog is growling? Does she think the dog is snarling in the video? Because the dog is not. All the dog is doing is a bark and hold. And then this morning she says she's got to call the ADA. You can't call the ADA. The ADA is the written part of the law, you dumbass. You call the DOJ. It is astounding how ignorant this person is. And she calls herself a service dog trainer. Hi, babies. It is astounding just how much ignorance and bullshit oozes out of this person. Yet she goes around constantly correcting people and thinks she knows it all. And then she goes, you can teach your dog to go around and check rooms for you in your, in your residence, is what she's saying. The lady used the dog to back her neighbor from entering her yard when the neighbor was threatening bodily harm to her. She used a bark and hold to scare the neighbor from coming after her in her property. The dog was not working in service dog capacity, and the dog is 9 years old. That is perfectly acceptable. That would be like my dog saying, don't come into my yard. Perfectly acceptable. It's not like she had the dog in a store and said, don't come near me. I can't have anybody near me. Sick 'em, boy. It's nothing like that. Come. It's nothing like that. These dogs don't even have any sport training on them. And you see how obedient they are. They are German Shepherds. They are utility dogs. They're utility dogs. This fucking person has no clue what the hell they're talking about because her dog does nothing but flab on her ass. And she thinks that's what makes a good service dog. She thinks that's the quality of a service dog, which we've never seen a task. And she's been bitching about this person and her dog, saying it takes a while to go out with her dog. Well, duh, we've seen the amount of fucking hair in Pat's car. She never even grooms her dog before she takes her dog out, which is number one. You fucking groom your dog so it's not leaking hair everywhere. She doesn't even go into the store with her dog. She leaves it to babysit the other dog that's a fucking terror and a washout that she tried to train that has part shepherd in it in the car all the time because she couldn't train that dog. And she blames it on the breed it is, which is part shepherd. So now she has an axe to grind about shepherds. And she always attacks everybody who has a German Shepherd. Everybody who owns a Shepherd knows she always goes after people with German Shepherds. Shit, she's been after me constantly and talking about German Shepherds and going after anything German. I have notation of this everywhere. That's why Mandy called me and told me about what's going on. Ela, come. They're wrestling around playing this morning. She would call this aggression. This is not aggression. This is two dogs playing. They're German Shepherds. No aggression in it. But she would call this aggression. Okay, back to the topic. She said that your dog could go in and check every room or do a body block. Okay, if you send your German Shepherd to check a room in the house and check every room, and let's say that this German Shepherd found somebody in a room, what the fuck is the dog supposed to do then? Is it supposed to just lay down and look at the person? What if they had a weapon? How are they supposed to warn the person that they found somebody? A bark and hold is perfectly acceptable. To say, hey, you, stay there. Hey, mom, somebody's in this room. Get help. Leave. I've got somebody cornered in this room. A bark and hold is perfectly acceptable, especially on your property and in your home. It is not aggressive. It is not protection dog. Every dog that has been taught sport is not on a hidden sleeve. It is not protection dog training. That dog has not had any protection dog training. It is not going to bite. Because it's not aggression. Just because she saw teeth, which you're going to see when a dog is barking, she's going, oh my God, the dog is aggressive. Oh my God, the dog is going to attack. It's going to attack. No. When a dog is barking in a bark and hold, the front end comes up and down, and the dog is doing a steady bark. It has been taught to do a rhythmic bark while the front end pops up and down off the ground. I can show you old videos of my sport dogs doing bark and holds. That's exactly what a bark and hold is. And I've been told that this lady, Angel, I've been told her name is, tried to tell her this. Came into her channel and calmly tried to tell her this. But of course, Cassandra, with her learning disabilities, and once she gets a bone to gnaw on, she never fucking listens. And she goes all off the deep end because she wants attention. And of course, she has to have somebody to fucking crucify because that's what she does. This person, Angel, never did anything wrong. She has not done anything wrong. She is perfectly within her rights to have her sport German Shepherd, who works as a service dog, to do a bark and hold on her property with a man who is threatening her safety. It is perfectly legit. And I should know, because back when Facebook first had service dog people, I'm one of the first people who ever had a sport dog that was also a service dog. Matter of fact, I think I was the first person. And the service dog, oh my God, people, from, I think, what was the group called? Service Dog Central. When I was having a lawsuit done by the government agency in Kentucky, it was a big lawsuit, public lawsuit, tried to cause me trouble. They did. They tried to cause me trouble. Her dog does sport. Don't support her. And they found out real quick that my dog was still legitimate and still protected and still covered. Yes. And I still have the paperwork on it. Want to see it? You fucking retards. Your whole group thinks they know it all. And they don't. They fucking don't. Right, babies? Yeah, you tell them. You tell them, guys. This dog had the training before she got it. It's been working as a service dog. I've looked at the channel. And the dog works awesome. It's about to retire. My dog retired and I lost him to a brain tumor at 9 years old. Her dog looks like it has amazing breeding. The dog has amazing temperament. The dog does its job amazingly well. I've looked at it. You guys are barking up the wrong tree. Her dog is awesome. And I'm sure Cassie's going, when she makes that phone call that she's threatening to do this morning, she's going to say, can an aggressive dog be a service dog? Can a dog that's growling be a service dog? This dog never growled. This dog was doing a simple bark and hold. She doesn't know the dog was growling. She didn't hear the dog do anything. It was a music video over top of the dog. It was bouncing up and down like it's been taught to do in a bark and hold. And I will show some video on bark and hold. Look it up. Look up sport bark and hold for IGP or Schutzen, which she's always making fun of and has tortured me with Yvonne's Schlitzhund dog, because she can't say Schutzhund. Look it up. SCHUTZ. I'm sorry. It's morning. I haven't taken my meds yet for my MS. I will put the links up. It's Schutzhund. Not Schlitzhund. It's a simple bark and hold. Now it's IGP. It used to be IBO. I've been in the sport so long that it's changed several names of what it's been called. They keep changing the name. And it's not bite sports. It's not called bite sports. The dogs are not taught to bite people. That's why it's never a hidden sleeve. When you're teaching a dog to bite people and be aggressive and be a protection dog, there is always a hidden sleeve. If there's no hidden sleeve, you're not teaching the dog to be a protection dog. If there is always a sleeve visible, you're never teaching the dog to bite a human. You're teaching the dog to grab a sleeve as a toy, as a tug. If you never involve a hidden sleeve or a bite suit, you're never teaching the dog to bite on the suit, then you're not teaching your dog to be protective. Get your facts straight. Learn what you're actually trying to talk about before getting on here and fucking with people's lives. Leave people alone.